Hi guys, my name is Adrienne. I'm a vocal coach in Denver, Colorado. And this warm-up today is one that you can do if you haven't sung in a long time. Whether a long time means a week or a month or a decade. We work with some singers at my studio who are rediscovering singing after a long time away, or who, haven't been singing for the last year because of COVID or whatever. So this is a great warm-up to get you back in shape. It is not going to take you to some really loud areas, but it's going to wake your voice back up in a healthy way. So the first thing we're going to do is reconnect with our breath, because we found at our studio that a lot of singers, including some of the teachers who weren't gigging for the last year, have found that their vocal technique has needed a little polishing because we have forgotten how to breathe for singing. So the first thing you want to do is just put your hand on your belly below your belly button and breathe into it, and make sure your hand is going out. Now you can also experience expansion in your back as well. Your lungs aren't a two-dimensional entity. They expand in all directions. Think of them as a cylinder that expands. But let's just take a couple of breaths where you breathe into your belly and or your back, your low back, and feel those expand. Now, you're not literally going to feel your lower back expand because your lungs aren't down there, but if you think about breathing into that space nice and low, it's good for you. You get a low breath into the bottom of your lungs. I'm not going to go too far into breath techniques right now because I want to get on to singing, and there are plenty of other resources for breathing for singing, including on this channel. So the next thing we're going to do is take a straw, if you have one. If you don't have one, then just use the letter V. I'm going to use this metal straw, and we're just going to vocalize through it. Now make sure that you're sending air through the straw, and you're sending your vocal energy through your straw, and you're not just keeping it in your throat. So we don't want to go. There's very little air actually coming through the straw. There's some, but not much. That was all tense in my throat, and we want to get rid of that tension. We want to get that air flowing. So just slide around a little bit on a V or on a straw. And now we will put that into a bit of a scale, a pattern. So we'll take an octave. So we're going to go like this. All right, here we go. Your turn. I'll keep doing it. Let's go ahead and go and work our way back down. Next, we're going to do another breath-based exercise. This is going to be your choice of a Z or a Z, Z or Z. So same pattern, just slide around. So Z, and focus on the beginning of that run. Z, 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 Z. Because I'm even hearing in myself today that I have a little bit of a wobble on the beginnings of some of my lines. That means that the breath is not fully engaged and it's kind of finding its balance as you're singing. And we don't want to do that. We want to be ready to go when we start the line. So, your turn. Slide on Z or Z. Here we go. Z, Z, Z. Try to make that exhale as even as it can be. Keep that air moving across the entire octave. So, taking it easy, getting into this slowly. Don't try to jump back into the way you used to sing right off the bat. So we're just going to hum on a 5-note scale. Now we're looking for buzz in your face. Like you're saying, yum, this is really good. We're not looking for back down in your throat. Okay? Up and forward. Here we go. Still up and forward. Into your face. Think about that. Yum. One more. Good. Next thing we're going to do is lip trills. So, oops, I picked up my straw and I didn't need to. So, some people call them motorboats. I like lip trills. Or if you want to do something other than lip trills, you can roll your R's. Or do raspberries like I'm going to do lip trills. I find it easiest to touch outside the corners of my lips. I'm not going like this with a fish lips. No fish lips here. Just touching. And we're going to do an octave arpeggio like this. Here we go. So you want to keep that air flowing. If the floppy lips stop flopping, then you lost a bit of air, meaning you didn't send enough air through. We're going to go kind of high on this one because it's easy to go pretty high on this exercise. And we want to open your voice back up. So think tiny, puny, but keep that air going. One more. Cool. Now feel free to take that higher if you want. That's a great exercise to go higher on. Okay, next, simple little ooh and ee. Go like this. Ooh-ee, 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 ooh. Okay, think head voice, even in the low range. We don't want to go ooh-ee, 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 ooh. Ooh, slide into it like little H on the front. Ooh, sigh into it. Here we go. Ooh-ee, 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 ooh. 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 Make sure there's an H on the front of those oohs. Ooh, so you're hooting like an owl. Great. Okay, now getting a little bit louder here, and we want to also touch on opening your jaw and making sure that you're really getting some space. Because when we haven't been singing for a while, we can fall out of all kinds of habits. One of those habits is actually opening our mouths. So we're just going to say the word wow and open really far. So we're going to target some certain notes here. Let's target this one first. Wow. Wow. Really just open your mouth. This is mainly about opening your mouth, making sure that we're actually, not suffering from TMJ, getting some space there. All right. So we're going to just target a single note at a time. Just kind of slide up to it and slide up. Slide up to it and slide off. Here we go. Wow. Wow! 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 Now don't sing this real hard. Wow! If you have to flip to a head voice, that's fine. All right, that's as high as we're going anyway. Now we're going to stick your tongue out and say ah. So we're looking for a creaky little edge. Ah, ah, ah. We're not saying ah, not that. Ah, with the tongue out. Ah, ah, ah. So we're making sure that your tongue isn't retracting and engaging and creating extra tension. Let's go like this. You've probably heard this in some of my other warm-ups. I like this one a lot. Here we go. So we've got this thin little vocal cord edge connecting. That's a good thing. Now we're going to return to opening your mouth a little bit more, stretching out your tongue and your jaw. This one sounds like this. La ga la ga la ga la ga la. Okay, so this one's going to be even farther. So not even farther, but you opened really far for whoa, right? Whoa! You want to open that far for this one. La ga la ga la ga la ga la. Farther than you would normally open to sing or speak. So put a finger on your chin, open that jaw, and keep it there. Here we go. La ga la ga la ga la ga la. La ga la ga la ga la ga la. La ga la ga la ga la ga la. La ga la ga la ga la ga la. La ga la ga la ga la ga la. La ga la ga la ga la ga la. Keep it up. Your tongue is getting a workout here. It has to really move. The back of it goes up. The front of it goes up. And the really open jaw prevents you from tensing your jaw. Keep it open. One more. Great. Okay, we have a couple more, maybe 3 more. Let's do some goo goo goo. So we're looking for a little bit more vocal weight, but not too much still. So we're gonna go like this. Goo goo goo. Sorry. Goo 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 goo. Goo goo goo. Like a baby. Goo 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 goo. 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 That is it. That was a quick little exercise. Okay, now back to getting some buzz in your face, which we've visited briefly with the hum at the beginning. We want to get some going here. So remember that hum feeling, and we're going to do it on an HNG, hung, like the word hung without the U in it. Hung, hung. Okay, and we're going to go like this. Okay, here we go. We have one last exercise in this series here. Ya, ya. So, this one goes like this. Ya, 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 ya. Here we go. Ya, 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 ya. 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 Now, as we go higher, you don't want to get too tight. You don't want to get tight at all. So if you need to flip to a lighter coordination, go ahead and do that. If you were working on mixing, that would be a different thing. But right now, you're just working on getting your voice back. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Great. Alrighty. So your voice should feel like it's coming back. It might take days, it might take weeks, it might take months. It depends on how long it's been since you were last in regular practice. I know that when I am out of practice for a small number of weeks, it takes a day or two, maybe sometimes 3 to get back, but that's my voice. Your voice is going to be different. So just practice every day if you can, like 6 days a week. Even 10 or 20 minutes a day does you so much good, or 10 or 20 minutes every other day. Frequency is way more important than a long session every time. So anyway, we'll cut it there. I will see you guys next time. And if you want this exercise in your vocal range, bass, baritone, tenor, alto, mezzo, soprano, it is available inside my membership site for vocalists called Nail Every Note, and there's info below. Okay, I'll see you next time.